Hello everyone, I'm Deflesh3004. Welcome back to Iron Incorporated. So I got this game from the developers and it is on Steam. It is not out yet, as I stated in my first video, so you will not be able to buy it, but you can wishlist it if you want to, and it is going to be coming out sometime in 2026. So we started this last episode, the first video on it, and we got some stuff going with the miners. As you can see, we have a few things happening here. Let me see. Didn't know if there's a way to have a light or not. Doesn't look like it. I'm not too sure. In any case, okay, because the sun's now... Okay. Yeah, the sun's out, so, or whatever. And in any case, we got this stuff set up. We have the miners here, the drillers, which are, of course, doing a lot of the work. And then we have the going into the chest. So there's a lot of coal and stuff going into the chest. And then we need to go ahead and, get that stuff done. We also got a whole bunch of things over here going. We have the drillers that are drilling into the iron, and then it is going into a chest, which is then going to a smelter right here, a furnace, and it is making a bit of ingots, and then those ingots are being dumped into this chest over here. So we do have a lot of ingots, and that's good. That means that we can use them to make items and stuff like that. So for the tutorial 18 of 18, this will be the last one. We'll have to figure out what to do from here. You've now been introduced to most of the game's basics. Use labs and science packs to unlock research and progress further in the game. Use assemblers and constructors to automatically produce buildings and advanced materials. Make sure to join the Discord and all that stuff. So research manufacturing, and 400 ingots is a reward. Up here it says no research. Press T to open, and we're going to go ahead and do that. And apparently there are other planets that we can visit too at some time. I just don't know exactly when, but we can. And looks like this next attack is going to be coming sometime soon, so we do have to be wary of that so that we can, keep track of that. So let's go ahead and go to T. Let's do that, and then we're going to do this manufacturing. It takes 20, and underneath our... Oops, I got it. Our thing here, pressing E, we should have 20 science packs. So right there, we have 20 science packs. Let's go ahead and do this. So we get those after the last thing that we did. We can do manufacturing, which takes 20 of that, and then assemblers and constructors. So we can do this, and then we select research. Okay, now we're going to be doing this to be able to open up more stuff. It's going to be blue science that we can get, so we can probably do that. And then there's going to be logistics. So we have underground belt. We can't really read that. It's kind of doing funny things. Splitter belt, underground belt, steam, boiler, pipe, underground pipe, pump, and a fluid tank. And then the mining speed is going to be 75 to research that. Let me see. If I remember right, we have a... Doggone it. We have a lab that we can use. We have a lab. Let's just go ahead and put that down there. So that should be 9. Is that a lab? That is a lab. Okay, let's go ahead and put the lab in. We'll set that guy right next to there. Okay. Now, the research should be happening. I don't know. Oh, okay. Put in these. Okay, there we go. Now, we should be having that happen. Sweet. I don't know exactly how long that is going to take, but hopefully it won't take too terribly long, and then we can have that done. And then hopefully we can find a way to also get more of those science packs, and I don't know how hard that's going to be either. So I guess right now what I should probably do is just go and take some things out, so that way we have that. There's a lot of ingots. Holy moly. Okay. Take all those out, and then you can press R to turn the belts and the unloaders and loaders, so that way you can make them go the right way. Just want to make sure that that is reminded, because I probably will forget before the end of we get done. We'll go and grab a little bit more energy so we can keep things going. I think that would be good. I'll just take 50 of that. We do have a lot of coal on us now, and that's going to help. Okay, we have research manufacturing that just got done. So, looks like we can do that now. Manufacturing research, that's awesome. Let me just go check. We're getting a bit closer. Okay, next. Now, we don't know what to do. I don't know what to do right now. I guess we're just going to have to probably set up some more things. I did know that they said something about like turrets and stuff like that. So maybe we can... Doggone it. So this is the map that we have. Press tab. It always goes to the map. I don't know what we do with the map. Resource info, iron, ore, coal, and water. Oh. Okay, well that's cool. So I guess that shows what we have there. I got it. Yeah, thank you. Auto saving. Let's go to E. So right now, looks like we do have a bit of stuff. We have a constructor and we have an assembler. Now, let me just go and do one of those, and I'll do one of those, so that way we have them, and I'm going to move that stuff up. Can I... There we go. Take that off. Okay. There we go, an assembler. I don't know exactly what the assembler is going to do. That should be the assembler as far as I know, and what we have to do is probably go over here, I'm assuming, and see if we can make stuff happen. So I'm just gonna set that guy maybe like over here. I don't believe I can turn it at all, so I have to make some things coming out, and I don't know if we can see any open side. It doesn't look like it, so maybe things would just automatically connect to it. Okay, I'm gonna set that guy right there. Take that off. We will put on some more of these. So maybe I'll do that back here. Okay, alright. Now, assembler. Select recipe, iron plate, iron rod, screws, gears, science packs, iron ingots, and iron plates. Oh, okay, ammo. Nice. So, we're going to have to feed some of the ingots in. Let me just go ahead, choose recipe. Let's make iron plates. Choose recipe. I'm going to drop in 100 of those, and now it's going to be making that. Now what I can probably do too is go to number 4 and do that and start feeding those guys into there. But of course I'm going to have a loader and an unloader. That will be a loader, so I want that guy like that. And then I want an unloader from number 7. Okay, that should be putting stuff in there, I'm hoping. I don't know exactly how many I need to make. Maybe I need to put that into a chest, huh? Got the iron plates. See, what do we need for turrets? Does it say? Okay, there's ammo. Science. We'll have to probably research it. So let's go ahead and let's go see if we can make any of these science packs. We need iron ingots. Okay. So I'm going to have to figure out. I don't know how much stuff is actually going in there. Oh, okay, cool. It is putting stuff in. Sweet. So now we have that. Well, we should probably get another one of those going, and maybe we can... Maybe... I don't know how exactly we're going to do this. Let me go see about setting up another one of those over here. Then I'm going to have to set up another assembler so I can build that. And I need to get that built. Production, I want an assembler. Let me build another one of those. Then I'll set that up over here and we'll make other stuff in here. How's that? Okay, there we go. That should probably be placed maybe a couple away like that, so that way we have some room to work with, because we might want to, you know, split that a little bit. So I'm just going to do that this time. Okay, and then I'll go to 3. Nope, 4. R. And then I'll just go ahead and take these guys into there. Okay, and then I will do a loader. And then I will do a unloader. Okay, that should be going up into here. I'll have to put down another one of those, which I can do about, let's do it on this side, that way that should work. Okay, now I want to go see about this. So we need iron plates and iron ingots. Choose recipe. Oh, okay. Aha. So we're going to need another one, so that way we can get the ingots. Okay, let me go ahead or the plates. Let me go ahead and get some plates. Put those in there. Cool, now we can make it. Yay, now we can make a lot of science. I don't know exactly how much it'll make. Science pack, oh, we're going to need a lot of plates. Holy moly. Okay, this is going to get really intense really quick. Kind of like Satisfactory, you know, when you got to build like 18,000 things. Why do I have... That's very strange. I have a low... Maybe. I need an unloader there. I don't know why I have a loader there. There we go. That should help that out quite a bit. Oh, that needs to go into a chest. Okay, got it. So let's just go ahead and set up some more. We'll set up some more chests. Okay, now I'm getting iron plates in there. That's cool. I'm going to go and take those out. Okay. Alright, I think this is actually working, but this is a little complicated. It's a little complex. So we have a few of those now, and we'll just go ahead and put that in there. I'm thinking what I may want to do is... all those ingots are just building up, so I probably want to hook it up to a chest, so that way we can just have stuff be dumped in. Yeah, this is gonna get insane fast. But I guess those are the games that I like now or something. I'm not too sure. But I sure do seem to be playing a bit of them. Okay, auto-saving kind of makes it glitch a little bit, but it isn't too bad. So what I probably need to do is put another assembler over here or something, or even have 2 assemblers. So that way I can make stuff on either side, and then I can get all that done. Alright, let me see if I can rework this. I think that I have this somewhat set up, or so I'm hoping. I don't know if it's for sure going to work, but we're going to give it a try. And we'll see if it does. If not, then I'll have to figure out something else. I'm not too sure it is going to work, but we'll see. So I should have stuff going into this chest after this guy gets done making plates. That should be going into here. I'm hoping. The unloader into the loader into the chest, and then from there into here, so I can make this. And then, there we go. Alright. So the plates are in there, and then they should be going to here. Okay, I just need the ingots to go from here, which is not happening, to there. So I might actually have to set up another driller or something, or I could just go ahead and load up ingots into there. I do have some in my inventory. So what I can do is click on there, and then I'll put ingots in there too. And then those can go into here, and then as soon as those get loaded, then maybe that'll work. This is not exactly working out like I was hoping, but we can still go and take those out. And then we can put those into here. And then we can begin making stuff. Now, why ever that is not sending them from the unloader into the loader into here, I don't know. It should be, but it's not. Maybe I'll get rid of these. So that actually maybe doesn't cause as much confusion. And then we'll see what really happens, because so far it is not doing what I was hoping it would do. Well, we did get a few science packs. It looks like it may be loading plates up into there. I just don't really know for sure if it is or not. This is very, very confusing. Let me go back over here. Make sure that I go check on this one over here. So that one is doing the plates. There should be a lot of plates in there. There's 133 plates. So what I'm going to have to probably do too is have a... Okay. I think I see what I need to do, and it's been a bit more complicated than what I thought it was, and I think I know. We should be able to take two things over these, but for some reason it is not working. So I don't know why it's not, but it should. I don't really understand why it isn't. Looks like it is loading up plates though, and that's good. Okay. Maybe it is actually working and it's just a little bit slow. So once this is making... Okay, storage inventory. I'm actually going to take that off. And I will do that. Okay, there we go. Sweet. Now it's getting a bunch in there. Okay. Good. Now we're making some progress. All right. So what I need to probably do is actually have the ingots come out of here and then go into here and then set up another assembler so I can make some more. Okay. Let me put up a constructor. I have one of those ready to go. I just need to go see what I need to do with the constructor. So I am just going to go ahead and set up one of those. Let me just make sure my constructor is 8. Let me just go see what the heck is going to be inside of there, just that way I can at least see. Ooh, small drill, furnace. Oh, so this will make up a whole bunch of stuff. Okay. So this could make everything that we need. I just don't know where we're gonna do things yet. Let me take these out. Let's go over to the research station, the lab. And let's go see if we can put in some of those. And then we're gonna go see if we can research. there are the turrets. So, blue science, basic rocketry. Let's go ahead and do steel processing. Select research. That's going to take 35. Okay. Yay! We're doing something. We're going to have another attack coming soon. So, as long as we have these coming in, that's good. And then I can see about setting up another one over here to have some more. And then we can probably ship it to over here in this lab. We could probably actually do really easily. That's a chest. Alright, let me go see about doing that as well. Alright, there we go. So I have the unloader there, and then I have the loader there, so that should be keeping that stuff going. And then this guy, of course, will be holding it, and that should work. And then, of course, when this one gets full... Oh, nope. What am I doing? Oh, look at that. There's a bar up there. Okay, that's cool. So that is showing how much it is progressing. That's cool. I did not notice that. Alright, so we have stuff coming in. It is probably filling that up. It is just a little bit slower than what, I think it should be. But it does look like it is actually working. So that's good. Okay, cool. Now, not too sure. Okay, still making it. It's just taking a little time. So with this constructor, we can make a whole bunch of other stuff like constructors and all of that. Power poles and small drills. And that should actually work pretty good. Well, we have our first big little factory going on here. That's pretty cool. And we are processing the steel, so that way we can, getting steel researched. And then we can work on the turrets, and then we should be able to, have some of that going on. So maybe over here, I can actually not have this, because that's a whopping lot of plates. Or I can actually take those plates, and I can put them in over here, and then we can have even more stuff happening, huh? That wouldn't be too bad. Just go ahead and split those, slap those guys in there. There we go. We can make a whole bunch of it now. And then over here, I can actually make some more, and then we can, continue working on that. I don't know what all else we need to make. I'm pretty sure we need, so maybe a combustion generator to keep stuff running. So maybe we need to make some iron rods, and then that way we can make some more of the combustion generators. We can make some more, but do we have any rods on us? No, we do not. So maybe what I will do is I'm going to switch this to rods. Okay, that should be making rods. And then that will also go into here, or at least I'm pretty sure it'll go into there. Does look like it. Cool. Okay, and then we can make some combustion these things over here, and then we can have, some of that stuff actually working pretty good too. Okay, cool. I think I'm starting to kind of get this a little bit, but it's definitely going to be a little bit before I actually have this, figured out, like a long little bit. This guy is getting researched pretty good. I don't know why those guys are not going into there, but they should be. And maybe they are, and it just doesn't look like it. Yep, they're going in. Okay, very slowly, but they are going in. Okay, awesome. Now I can go ahead and see about taking out some of those rods. And then I can make some more of these combustion generators. I don't know how many of those I actually do have. I have one more. Okay, let me go ahead and put that on there. Number 9. We'll make some more of that, so that we can keep up, the energy, because we're probably going to have to keep up the energy anyway. And then I can just go and slap some coal in there. Alright, cool. This is working. This is good. This is happening. This is interesting. It's a little harder than what I anticipated it would be so far. But again, we're just getting started, so maybe if we can actually have some stuff happening, that might help out a lot. As far as this goes, I don't know what we're going to do exactly with this, but if we can get some things going, we're going to have gears. We're going to... Oh boy, we got to make a whopping lot of stuff, and we're going to have to probably set up drillers over all of this, so that way we can get that stuff going. 0.2 a second. Okay. Well, I guess that is actually really good. Holy moly, that's a lot of stuff. And he's making... Ooh-wee, look at that. Holy moly. Yep, we got to keep the guy full. What I'm probably going to have to do, too, is have some of the coal going over there, so that we can keep stuff automated as much as possible. Because, you know, right now, we're doing all the work, and we need to probably see about getting this as done as we can. Cool, so I can actually just drag these along, and then that way I can keep stuff going. So I think that's kind of interesting. Now we need to get that over into there. Okay, that should be working. That should keep the fuel up. So this chest will be getting inventory in it, as far as that goes. And then that'll unload, and then it will reload, and it should be moving the fuel into there. Okay. And I could probably, like, put in a chest and then have that unload too. Holy moly, look at all that stuff. That is crazy. That is insane. Okay, steel processing has been researched. Yay! Let's go to E, T. Okay, cool. And then let's go ahead and go to here, and we'll start the research. Cool. So now we're going to have turrets. That might take a bit. We're going to have to make ammo, which means we got to make a lot more stuff. This is crazy. This is insane. I do like it, but boy howdy. Sweet. So we're making good stuff. We're making a lot of this here, this research stuff, the science packs. And we're making plates, and we are making the iron rods. And then we can get the turrets done, and that's awesome. That's going to help. We do have some ammo, so when the attack comes, hopefully we will be okay. It's at 56%, so they're definitely going to be coming soon. But I think this is actually really cool. So if we can defend it, you know, by putting turrets and then having ammo and all that stuff, we're going to have belts going everywhere. This is insane. This is cool. This is going to be very, very hard. Then what I'm going to have to do is probably take another one out and make that so I can make plates. Okay, I'm going to put another assembler, and then I can have that feed into there as well. Boy, this is going to be insane. But now I have plates from here going into here, so the chest, so that way we can keep that up. And then I can, so I just have it going from this chest here, which I loaded up with some ingots. There we go. I can go ahead and put like maybe another 50 in there. Keep that up. That way that can keep flowing, and then we can have stuff continuing to move along. And pretty soon it will have a big buildup, and then we should be okay, as far as I can tell. So you can kind of see the whole belt layout and everything right here. And of course, if I go a little bit higher up, then you can see. Definitely keeping stuff going there, and that's good. And that guy should be keeping up the fuel, which these things are moving along, so that means that it is. And then in this one, I can just go ahead and dump in some more. And I got to figure out a way to get fuel over to this guy as well. And that's going to be one of the things. So I may actually want to maybe figure out if I could rework things. I didn't plan very well because I didn't know what I was doing, but now that I have an idea, it is, you know, going to be a little bit easier. And of course we can mine all this other stuff by our, you know, our little robot guy here that can help us out. And that really wouldn't be too bad to do. Oh, you can see all the way over there. That's crazy. Keep on getting closer to the next attack. Okay, looks like the turret did get researched. And I was running out of the green stuff and I didn't know why. But it would appear that I kind of forgot to keep ingots in there. So the combustion chambers we're definitely going to have to probably like move or something to keep into a safer place. And we are definitely getting very close to the next attack. So I went ahead and just put in another furnace, and then I have that unloading, so that way that's going into there, and now we're making some more science packs. So I kind of had to figure it out how to, you know, make it be a little bit streamlined, and that was about the best that I could come up with for right now. So I'm looking at the research right now, and there's also blue science, which we can do, but that's going to take 75 packs. But then we can do basic rocketry, and if I hold down the left mouse button, I can actually pull that up, and you can see how much there is right here. But of course, this is still in very early access, so you know there is a lot of stuff that still has to come before this is actually going to get done. Right now, okay, cool. That is starting to build up in there, and then we can research another thing. So let's go ahead and see about doing something else. So, oh, repairer, huh? 100 blocks, holy moly. Ooh, okay. We should probably think about doing the blue science. So let me just go ahead and select this. Okay, it isn't letting me select that for some reason. I don't really know why, unless we have that magnets and motors. So maybe what I ought to do is just go ahead and do the mining speed 1, and then that'll help out. Okay, so we'll be researching that. Or so I hope. Aha, select research. There we go. Now we can begin the mining speed for that. I kind of forgot that I have to select it. We should be having an attack here anytime soon. I just don't know. Okay, that's at almost time. So now we just need to be ready. I have no idea which way they're going to be coming from. I'm assuming from over there because they did the last time, but that doesn't mean anything. So I guess we're just gonna have to kind of wait and see what happens. So right now I am just unsure. Whoa, there they are. Okay. Uh-oh. Yep, there they are. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. It looks like the more stuff that we have, the worse it's going to get. Luckily, that wasn't too bad. Now, my understanding is if we can take out like their fortresses or whatever, and I'll go and show you real quick. We're not going to do it today. I mean, this is already gone long enough right now. But I did notice that when I was going over here, there is some more coal out here, and right there, see there's like a fortress or something, and it looks like if we can take out that fortress, then maybe we can actually get rid of some of the bad guys, and then they won't attack. my understanding, but I could be wrong. So, you know, we're going to have to see what happens. But we're definitely going to have to repair some things and get some things fixed and stuff. So we'll have to go and see what the damages are. But we'll probably do that on the next time. Right now, I know that we can repair things. I just don't know how right now. Mining speed has been researched, so that is good. And they didn't really hurt the base at all, which is good. And if we can actually find some sort of like repairers like that right there, that's going to be 100. And maybe we should just go ahead and do that. And then we can get things going there. And that's going to be quite a long ways away, but hopefully that will happen and that will help. And then I'll start replacing these lines and get this done, and we will see if we can set up turrets. I did see under here, if we go to where our ammo is and stuff, so, you know, the combat, the turrets are going to take steel, and I don't know where we do steel at. That's going to be something we're going to have to figure out. I just don't know. Oh, a blast furnace. That's probably where we do the steel at. Okay. Iron ore, iron ingot, looks like, yeah, we're gonna have to figure out some stuff that goes in there, and then we can make steel, and then we can actually get some things going, because it's gonna take a little bit to get all of this stuff happening. So this is Iron Incorporated. Again, it is on Steam. It is not out yet, but you can wishlist it if you would like to, if you want to. And I'm probably gonna get it when it does come out, but this is an interesting game. It's getting intense pretty fast with all the building and stuff you got to do and figuring out how to make things happen and all of that. This is actually really cool. It's just going to be very difficult, and I can see how the turrets and stuff would actually come in handy. But then we got to have the lines going around, the belts and stuff going around to keep the turrets, you know, ammoed and all of that stuff, full of ammunition and all of that. So if you've enjoyed this episode, drop a like on the video, and I hope you enjoyed the first episode. It was fun to do, and I'm really surprised at how well it did. Thank you very, very much for watching, and hopefully we can do some more of this. You have a great day, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.